Sawadee-ka. Thanks for joining us on Newsline. We broadcast live on NBT, Radio Thailand FM 88, and also on NBT World. It's a Tuesday, and the date is September 8th of 2015, and my name is Sandra Hanut-Saha. The Bureau of the Royal Household has issued its 15th announcement, saying His Majesty the King is recovering from previous symptoms after receiving treatment at Siriraj Hospital, and his overall condition is gradually returning to normal. According to the Royal Household Bureau, on September 3rd, His Majesty the King was found to have developed high fever and chills, with reduced blood pressure, shortness of breath, and accelerated heartbeat, and increased phlegm. Examinations also indicated a drop in his blood oxygen level, as well as inflammation of the right lung and the bronchial tubes. Bacterial infection was found in his phlegm samples. As treatment, the royal physicians decided to provide His Majesty with antibiotics, saline solution, and oxygen through intravenous infusion. As of Monday, September 7th, His Majesty's pulse rate was reported to be normal, despite occasional acceleration. His blood pressure has also returned to normal, while his body temperature has decreased to an acceptable level. His Majesty is now able to sleep well. The doctors will continue with the delivery of antibiotics, saline solution, and oxygen intravenously until His Majesty fully recovers. And now it's time for our Thailand Moves Forward segment. In our first story for today, the government has made a new push to promote GI, or geographical indication, products at a market fair in Bangkok. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha on Monday chaired the official opening of a special market fair to promote GI products, which took place along Klong Prung Krung Kasem, adjacent to Government House. At the ceremony in the evening, the Prime Minister was joined by a minister attached to the Prime Minister's office, Mamluang Panatta Disagun, Commerce Minister Apiradi Tantraporn, Deputy Commerce Minister Suwit Nisinsi, and executives from various related units. Products made available at the fair have mostly come from the north and the northeast, with speakers stationed to offer business consultation to those in need. The fair, which was given the title GI Products, Amazing Geographical Indication, has drawn a big crowd of both members of the public and civil servants from surrounding state offices throughout the day. The Prime Minister is waiting to consult a working committee before making a decision about the new charter drafting body. According to Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, the setting up of a new 21-member constitution drafting team after the National Reform Council, with the majority vote, rejected the draft on Sunday, needs to be discussed with related people first. Prime Minister Prayut said that the next drafting process must be a careful step, considering the lessons learned from the rejected draft. He personally looks at the rejection of the draft charter as a condition which has stopped the reconciliation process from kicking off. In any case, the Prime Minister stated that he had no personal gain, whether or not the draft charter would be rejected or endorsed, while expressing his appreciation for the hard work of all the members of the Constitution Drafting Committee. Member of the Election Commission, or EC, Somchai Sutiagon, has called on the new batch of charter drafters to amend problematic clauses in the recently rejected draft. Commenting on the National Reform Council, or NRC's, decision to turn down the draft constitution on Sunday, Mr. Somchai pointed out that the rejection had already been expected due to many NRC members' perception that several issues still needed revision. He also believed such controversial issues could have caused divisiveness in society if the draft charter had been passed and reached the public referendum process. New members of the Constitution Drafting Committee have to be appointed, and Mr. Somchai expressed his hopes that they will refer to the previous version of the Constitution when hammering out the new draft, in a bid to save time while concurrently making changes to the disputed clauses so as to prevent them from giving rise to problems in the future. Furthermore, the election commissioner said the incoming charter drafters should work independently, uphold neutrality, be mindful of national problems, and look for solutions that are both effective and practical. The Minister of Energy has visited the new North Bangkok Power Plant No. 2 in his push for increased accommodation for the country's electricity demands. Energy Minister General Anantaporn Kanchanarat revealed that Plant No. 2, which will debut in January 2016, will be able to generate 848 megawatts of electricity, which, in conjunction with existing Plant No. 1, will generate a total of 1,500 megawatts of electricity. He said this increased capacity will enhance Bangkok's electrical stability. He tasked the Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand, or EGAT, with detailing its long-term energy policy and clearly state the amount of electricity it will import. General Anantaporn also asked the public to be open-minded with regard to the government's plan of constructing new coal plants, as Thailand still relies much less on coal to produce electricity compared to its neighboring countries. Deputy Prime Minister Admiral Nalong Pipathanasai says the 400 baht monthly subsidy project to newborn infants reflects the importance the government has attached to newborn care. Speaking at a press conference on the project, Admiral Narong said this project has never been implemented in Thailand, making it a good start to nurture babies according to their age, as well as reduce the gap in society. The press conference was held at Wayupak Convention Center in the Dang Watana Government Complex on Monday, with the participation of Police General Adun Sang Singkao, Minister of Social Development and Human Security, and also representatives of related government units. The newborn subsidy project is jointly drawn up by 3 ministries, namely the Ministry of Social Development and Human Security, the Ministry of Public Health, and the Ministry of Interior. The campaign will provide a 400 baht monthly subsidy for each child born into a poor family between the dates of the 1st of October of 2015 and the 30th of September of 2016. The money is expected to enable the family to access better health care for its newborns. To be eligible for the subsidy, one of the parents must be a Thai national, and the household income of the family must be no more than 3,000 baht a month. The subsidy will be provided for 12 months after the child's birth. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs yesterday held a Good Deeds Tree ceremony marking an auspicious year when members of the royal family are celebrating milestone birthdays, as well as the 70th anniversary of His Majesty the King's accession to the throne. A ceremony held at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs entitled Doing Good, Starting from Our Hearts, over which the Foreign Affairs Minister, Mr. Don Paramatwinai, presided. The key message from the event was that each good deed makes a difference and that this project will have a big impact on society.
Hopeful that this campaign, which was conceived by the Prime Minister, would pay off. And we are hopeful that a number of people who join this campaign would be enlarged to the maximum.
The campaign was initiated by the Thai government to encourage Thais to do good deeds with homage paid to the royal family. Good deeds might seem to have only a small impact, but the foreign minister says that many such small impacts make a big difference. This year marks His Majesty the King's 88th birthday, as well as the 70th year since his accession to the throne. Her Majesty the Queen also celebrated her 83rd birthday, representing the last year of her 7th 12-year cycle. It is also the year in which Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn celebrates her 60th birthday, and Princess Ubon Ratchakanya Siriwatana Panawadi celebrates her 65th birthday. The campaign has been promoted through social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram in an effort to urge Thais all over the world and all who are interested to contribute one good deed to society. A total of 33 private operators have registered for the new round of rice auction, a decrease from the previous round. Applications and important documents have been submitted by interested bidders to the Department of Foreign Trade, or DFT, for the 6th rice auction of the year 2015. The newest round of auction features more than 732,000 tons of rice in the government's stockpile. The majority of the rice offered is of 5% white rice, while the rest includes jasmine rice, 10% glutinous rice, and 10% white rice. However, the number of entrepreneurs applying for this auction was found to be lower compared to the previous round, when there were 58 applicants. Tomorrow morning, the names of those qualified for the bidding will be announced, and the DFT will begin accepting bids from them immediately. DFT Director General Duangpon Rapraya revealed that the bidding conditions could be revised for future rice auctions. She reasoned that the lack of price references for some categories of rice, coupled with the deteriorating quality of the stockpiled rice, has made it difficult to set minimum prices for bidders. His Majesty the King's philosophy of sufficiency economy is imprinted on people's hearts, and this includes a number of Thai researchers that keep this philosophy in mind while working on their projects. Let's see more details of their work in this report.
A great number of Thai researchers have gathered at Thailand Expo 2015 to present their various projects. This year, the event has taken the theme of research for a sustainable quality of life, economy, and society to promote the wisdom of His Majesty the King's philosophy of sufficiency economy, as well as to celebrate Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn's 60th birthday anniversary. As the main government organization that works on agricultural development and research, the Department of Agriculture has been working hard on decreasing the use of chemicals in farming to protect consumers, farmers, and the environment. Its latest research focuses on developing Stenarnema thailandens, a Thai strain beneficial nematode that has the ability to eradicate many types of pests. The thin earthworm is a parasite. When it finds its prey, such as a cabbage moth or a termite, the thin worm moves into the prey's body and releases a kind of bacteria that causes septic shock, killing the prey within 12 hours. Beneficial nematodes have been widely used around the world in organic pest control. Farmers mix the nematodes with water and spray it on the garden soil or the plants. A variety of nematode products is available in the market, but at high prices, because Thailand has to import these products from the United States. With the success of Thai strain nematode farming, the Agriculture Department can now provide a much cheaper nematode product to organic farmers, 40 baht for a pack of 5 million nematodes, compared to an imported pack of 500 baht. The Thai strain nematodes can endure a maximum heat of 38 degrees Celsius, making them suitable for Thailand's climate. The department also encourages farmers to grow nematodes by themselves, as the procedures are easy and don't require much money or any special equipment. This can help farmers save the money they used to spend on pesticides, which are bad for both their health and the environment. The research is under the supervision of Dr. Nuchanat Tangtit Somkit, a researcher at the Biotechnology Research and Development Office of the government's Agriculture Department. Its missions include extending the knowledge of agricultural technologies for the stability of the country's agricultural sector. We hope to see more results of his work in the near future and a better life of Thai farmers, the backbone of the nation. For NBT World, I'm Wankawi Netikamjon.
And that brings us to the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. It is time for a quick break, but first we'll have a look at the exchange rates and also the commodity prices.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The 9th core value, being conscious and mindful of actions in line with His Majesty the King's royal statements.
Multiple perspectives, insightful commentary on Thailand with The Insider every Sunday morning at 10:30 on NBT and NBT World.
Swadee krab, this is Thailand at large.
The show which is about to take you to the new experiences with the exciting stories.
With charming fascination.
Chip.
With a touch of Thainess.
Join us on NBT World.
Explore with us and you'll know and love Thailand even more than before.
Welcome to ASEAN, a community comprised of 10 countries, each with its unique culture and history, now unifying to bring added prosperity to the region. For centuries, each country remained independent, but now we are coming together to compete in the 21st century globalized world. ASEAN is bringing together more than 600 million citizens and a total land area of 4.4 million square kilometers, and is providing economic opportunities, trade, travel, and new educational possibilities. The combined GDP of all 10 ASEAN countries comes to a total of $2.4 trillion, which means the ASEAN entity ranks amongst the world's major economic powers. The future is here. Welcome to ASEAN, the community of opportunities. The Southeast Asia region is now becoming one.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. In our ASEAN News segment, we bring you a story of the Chief of the Air Staff of the Indian Air Force, who has made an official visit to Thailand to strengthen ties and promote cooperation between the two countries. Supreme Commander General Warapong Sanghanate welcomed Air Chief Marshal Arup Raha and spouse, who are on an official visit as guests of the Royal Thai Armed Forces. An official welcoming ceremony with an honor guards march was arranged for the Indian Air Chief. The Thai and Indian Armed Forces have established close relations and have cooperated in many fields, including education, joint training, defense industry, anti-terrorism, and joint sea patrol. The Thai Armed Forces have expressed readiness to jointly organize activities with its Indian counterpart for mutual benefit. And on to news from elsewhere in the world. Violence erupted in Brussels on Monday as farmers ended their protest after the European Commission announced a €500 million package of measures to provide relief for farmers stung by slumping prices, triggered partly by the loss of exports to Russia due to EU sanctions against the country. The crisis has triggered a wave of protests which culminated on Monday with nearly 5,000 farmers and more than 1,000 tractors arriving in Brussels, where an emergency meeting of the EU's Agriculture Council was being held. The package was discussed by the EU's Agriculture Council, which consists of farm ministers from member states, on Monday. Some details have not yet been finalized. The European Commission, the EU executive, said it was seeking to help farmers with cash flow difficulties, also seeking to stabilize markets and improve the functioning of the supply chain. The plan allows member states to advance some payments to farmers, and the Commission said it was working closely with the European Investment Bank to design financial instruments where repayments were linked to commodity prices. And that is it for this edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, then do feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook by simply typing in NNT, and it is possible to check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/en. Today we're going to say goodbye with footage of a 3-month-old tiger cub found in a small Southern California town. It was unclear where the cub came from. For Newsline, I'm Sandra Hanut Saha. Sawadee ka.